Morning, everyone. It's a pouring morning pre-afternoon here in the sunroom of my house. And someone else here is with me. Tootsie, what do you have to say for yourself and your wiggling butt? What do you have to say for the camera? What do you have to say for the camera? What do you have to say for the camera? What do you have to say for the camera? What do you have to say for the camera? I see Tootsie. I see Tootsie. I see Tootsie. I see her nose. I see her eyes. I see Tootsie now. I see Tootsie. I hear nothing, so Tootsie's been acting like a total dum-dum since I got in here. I see seeing nothing out there and growling when there's nothing there. Granted, if there is someone parking out there or someone murdering someone, yes, bark. But I literally just had an emotional panic moment yesterday with the girls. The day before that talk, the girls were about ready to go to bed, and I was sitting in the sunroom. Not the sunroom, the kitchen, drawing or something. And the girls came back downstairs, and Savannah was near tears. And Sharon came out and said, "Savannah's sad." And then I said, "What? Why is Savannah sad?" It's probably because of nightmares or what I thought of Mommy. And it was Mommy. She misses Mommy. And she just started bawling, saying, "I want Mommy." I'm like, oh, not again. Every time the girls are sent to our place for usually about a week, or at least 3 days, 3 days or more, this usually happens, but mostly with Cheyenne. I'm not sure if it's an emotional abuse memory or trauma or the sense of abandonment that she's gone through, but it gets really intense and my hair looks like shit. But then Cheyenne started crying as soon as we got to the stairs. "I miss Mommy. I want to go home. We're never going to go home. Kathy's going to abandon us." I was like, okay, I better take this seriously. Try to use my little senses I have, and if I need help, I'll go ask Fancy. Because I don't know who else to talk to. If Casey was here, I would ask Casey for help. Because Casey is supposedly supposed to be helping me through all of this. And they've done maybe a tiny bit, but I've done most of it. Which is a little frustrating. Just a little bit. That's just rain, buddy. Nothing but rain. If I'll be quiet for a few minutes and you'll hear the rain. As you know, we have a metal, slant of the sunroom, so it sounds louder when the rain hits. Anyway, so I went up there and asked her what's wrong. And they started crying and bawling, and then I tried to explain, Mommy's not here right now. Mommy is lost. And she made bad mistakes. Kathy would never do that. I kind of said it all a bit of a rush because I was really nervous and kind of panicking myself. I was like, okay, I can't do this. I went downstairs and grabbed Frances. "I need your sisterliness. The girls are freaking out." And said, "No, I don't want to do this. I'm not in the mood." But she went up anyway. And she kind of didn't handle it professionally. She kind of was a little harsh. I thought she was harsh, but apparently Casey doesn't see that as it is, and Fancy doesn't. Apparently Fancy was in a rotten mood and didn't want to deal with this, but I asked her to. And she pretty much glared at the girls and said, go to sleep. You need to go to sleep. Mommy's not here anymore. You're only doing this because you don't want to go to bed. Go to sleep. We're not going to be here for much longer. Go to sleep." And she kind of yelled at them, literally. And then I said, just to comfort them a little bit more, if you guys go to sleep, Kathy would never do that. She loves you guys very much. In the morning, I will talk to Casey, and we will have a nice, calm conversation about this. And the girls asked, can you tell us something good? Tell us something good. And then I wasn't sure what to exactly tell him either. And then Fancy all of a sudden said, there's nothing I can really tell you that's good right now. I couldn't think of anything right now. And then the morning after, as soon as the girls had breakfast, they seemed a little calmed down enough. And I asked Casey to help, like right after the girls finally went to bed. I said, can you help me in the morning after breakfast to talk to the girls about their breakdown they had? And she said, yeah, okay, we can do that. Do you know what you're going to say? And I was like, I kind of have an idea, but I'm not really good with this. I don't mind playing with kids. I really don't. But I'm not good with these deep talks like this. So it got me a little confused. But then after breakfast, I was really getting nervous. I was like, okay, calm down. It's your nieces. They are old enough to figure this out. So then we started talking. And then I started to get all emotional because I first talked about Michelle, which is my sister, their mom. I said, Mom made many mistakes. She's very lost. And I kind of was trying to be as honest as I could be without breaking down. And I said, Mommy made some major mistakes when I thought she was choosing fake friends over family. And my family, specifically all of mine, at least from my mom's side, we're all about family. We're deeply rooted in family. That family is very important to us. When one person is frustrating, or losing it or whatever, or needs help, we go and help them. And this is what we've been doing for Michelle's sake for all these years. And then I explained to Shan a bit. I can't believe I went up and told her this. But I said, I know what it's like to not have a mom around. Asked them if they remembered mine at all, and they said no, which I didn't think they would. They were pretty young when they met her. I know Savannah wouldn't have. I think Shan would remember some. And I said, I know what it's like to not have her mom around anymore. I miss her every day, and it's okay to miss her. It's okay to cry about it if you miss her. But I said, I try to remember the good memories of her, not the bad ones, and keep her, right here. And that way I know I'll never be alone. And I was really getting emotional as I talking about this. And, it's okay to cry. Just if you ever, I told them if they ever come to this feeling again, instead of freaking out like they've been doing, talk to me, talk to Casey, talk to Fancy. Even though Fancy doesn't act like it or talk like it, she misses her mom too. And that's what Casey agreed with and talked a little bit more about. And I was literally sobbing through each word. I breathed, I said a few words, I sobbed, and repeated for the whole rest of the conversation. And it seems like they were understanding it a bit. And I also gave them one last bit of advice that if they're feeling like this and they don't have the courage to talk about it, or they find themselves alone, like what I do almost all the time, write it down, draw your feelings out. And that's usually what I do, because I find myself alone like 90% of the time, or when I miss someone or when I'm feeling very sad, I just do some poetry, or I write stuff down, or I draw. And it's quite a very overwhelming, powerful moment. And Casey thought it was a good job that I did talk to these girls. I just wish I had the courage enough to talk with Fancy, but I don't. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. What are your relationships with your parents, with your nieces and nephews? All right, that's my question for you guys today. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you can, leave a comment below. Bye.